Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
Time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa, I don't mind, maybe you sink or swim. Whoa,
Here we are, episode 132.
The hot episode.
Hot, you know, okay, it's hot like when you go and you get takeout, and you know how by the time you get home, you bring it home, it's like perfect temperature. But if you make the mistake of eating it right there in the car, you burn your tongue.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah, we're hot like Shia LaBeouf at a wet t-shirt contest on a mountain in a hot spring, because you know at a hot spring the people in the hot spring are gross hippies with long hair on their armpits, but
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf, it contrasts that like stars in the night sky in his white t-shirt, and he is the Twinkie coming out of the microwave. He is the hot 6-pack of powdered donuts all up on your finger. Hey.
Did
What
you
hear
happens
that
if-
yawn?
I heard that was a big yawn. I was
That
going
was
to say,
a
what
big-
happens when you microwave a Twinkie?
Well, I think the filling explodes, but I haven't tested this.
I wonder if you can Google it, or if that sends back some kind of something weird.
I'm sure there's a YouTube channel of, can you microwave that? And I'm sure they just put everything in the microwave.
Oh, that's brilliant. I like that idea.
Here's a parrot. Here's a bag of nickels. I'm going to microwave some 4-day-old cottage cheese that's been sitting on my counter. Here's some crickets that keep chirping in the garage. I caught them all, and I'm going to microwave
Sorry,
them.
I've been bad about my
Don't
my
people
thumbnail notes
around
but
the world
I
eat crickets?
I was tapping away at some, but yeah, it's
Uh-oh.
we're here. Double wrap this
Uh-oh.
week.
Uh-oh.
I
I think I
looks
lost
like it kicked
Josh.
John out. Let's see. Good John.
Uh-oh. Now we're probably talking over each
Here.
other.
It's sad. John and I were having some technical difficulties, and
Well,
I wonder it's because
this is interesting.
well, we had to use, so we're on Discord usually. That's how we chat. But then Discord wasn't working, so we're using stupid Google Hangouts,
Google.
which is not working either.
Discord's not working, so
So,
we're on something else.
Let's see if I can.
Okay, Josh. Are you here? Am I here?
Hey, can you hear me on here? Hear me on this?
Are we back?
Oh wait, let's see. Can you hear me now?
I can hear Daddy.
Oh man, yeah. I was telling the audience that Discord wasn't working, so we have to use stupid Google Hangouts. But then stupid Google Hangouts stopped working.
We're gonna have like a solid like 45 seconds of us talking over each other, because I was doing the same thing. Like, oh,
Yeah, me too. It'll be so great. Yeah, because usually I feel like our conversation's really good back and forth, but it'll just be like all the time. It's
Man,
broken.
Shia LaBeouf took a dump on this internet connection. He works for Spectrum now. He's like the Santa dump.
Santa
goes
dump just
around-
comes in, poops in the chimneys.
That's right. He poops in your router, leaves you some coal, some fleshy, moist coal, and
Like,
he bounces.
Gross. Yeah. Well, that's yeah. I'm sorry, Shia LaBeouf pooped on your router, but glad you're back. Glad we're here. Yeah, I was gonna say one of my talking points for the episode is this is kind of random, but something I've been doing lately, which is like, it's funny. So on my Switch, they recently released Skyrim for Switch, and it's on sale. And I've never played Skyrim before, which is funny. You'd think, most everyone I know has played all the way through, but I just started playing it, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it a lot. And I remember you saying you got really into that game, right? I thought.
I never played it. I got into the soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack. I remember you talking about something, because I remember when they start talking about Dragonborns, you were talking about the Butter song where you're like, I'm Butterborn. So it's like,
oh yeah, it must have been around the same time.
Yeah. So, and I think that was, so that every time they say Dragonborn in the game, I think of Butterborn.
That name Skyrim has ruined for me. I'm not going to say why on the podcast unless you promise to edit it out, but that's also a lot of work. So
you can just tell me, just text me it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And of course, the government's going to be like, this guy's yucky.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you like what I would think the Urban Dictionary definition is.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. Let's see.
And I'm sorry if it's so crass, but that's just what it is.
Oh, I love this. I love when I get the behind the scenes, the John After Dark. Where is? Let's see. Are you sending it in text or Discord?
Text.
Okay.
That way you can delete it.
There we go. Perfect.
That way you're not like just sitting there, have my feet up and on your phone, and your wife's like, "What the heck are you?"
Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm excited. This is
all right. That's what where my mind went to like just now. So.
Whoa, gosh, Max, that's dork.
Skyrim, UrbanDictionary.com.
Okay, there we go. I see exactly what you mean now by that. And you know what? That makes sense. Because like you said, it's kind of like when you translate a language and it's like very literal,
Maybe that's how they got the name. The owner's like, that's fun. I'm going to name this video game like that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'll make it clean. Make it G.
Yeah, make it clean. Make it G-rated and make it about dragons, yeah. But, yeah, so now the game is completely changed for me because of that. But, yeah, that's the latest. But I think we haven't done this in a while, but what's new in the world of Whip?
Well, before I answer that, I'm going to do this like like the end of a pill commercial. We are the power. I can't do it that fast. We are the Power Podcast featuring two dudes and one friendship.
We are a friendship that is not mutually exclusive, and side effects may include laughter, diarrhea, and vomiting.
I can just imagine someone's just like chilling in their office listening to this, and then their stomach just goes, it's like, oh, not again. Every Friday.
Every Friday, gosh, I keep
sometimes
crapping my
Saturday,
britches.
sometimes Sunday.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it doesn't matter, either of those. But good. I'm glad it's important, especially since these are quick episodes. You want to just like pepper that in. We should pay someone on Fiverr who does like those awful like big pharma commercials, side effects may include, have them do one of the Power Pack podcast intros and have like the crappy music playing, and just
I think it'd be good.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot
have
of fun.
Text go across the screen really fast.
Yeah, just
like
they're always like those commercials they're always like, let's say it's like a commercial for like gout or some like really weird thing, and they're like in the grocery store shopping for cabbage, or they're like doing taekwondo, or they're like at a park drinking like rosé, and it's just like, and then they're like naming these just horrible things like side effects may include instant death, long-term death,
right? As like someone who's suffering from constipation's like jumping out of an airplane, like,
yeah,
why?
Yeah, exactly. Is
this like a metaphor for the deuce leaving the LaBeouf, Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, I think so, honestly.
A deuce in the caboose of Shia LaBeouf. LaBeouf?
I don't know. spell his name.
Buffon. Is it buffet? Buff. It's Boof or Buff. Shia He needs to change his last name to like Johnson. Shia Johnson or something.
Shia Johnson. This is Shia Johnson here.
It's like a detective. Like, I got it. Like, who are you? I'm Shia Johnson. You can move aside. Oh. He's here.
He's like, wow. He's like, yeah, that's a dead body. And he puts his sunglasses on and he walks away. That's the kind of show we need.
I would watch it and call it I don't know. What's a crime show? FBI? That's not a crime show. CSI? That's a crime show.
CSI LaBeouf.
Crime Shia investigation.
Crime Shia. And then it's just him stating very obvious things like, yeah, yep, that person had their, was decapitated by a samurai sword, and he puts on his sunglasses and walks away, and they're like, but he didn't really do anything. He's like, I know. He walks off.
You know how often like they'll put their fingers in the blood and like put it up to their nose or something?
Yeah.
He just like gets down and licks it like a cat lapping milk. He's like, this ain't V8 splash. And then he crawls away.
On all fours. Every time. That's
a signature move.
Yeah, this is why I wish they like some of these big I guess it's not NBC and stuff now, it's like Netflix and Amazon Prime, but would give us money to make our own TV show so then we could make trash stuff like this.
And then like the people in the office like behind, they don't like him. He's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes kind of a vibe, like he's a jerk and like with his coworkers and stuff. Just because he's kind of off-putting, and his coworkers are like, "Oh, there's old Licky LaBeouf again, licking that blood."
Licky LaBeouf. Hey, Licky LaBeouf.
Do you think it's gonna be weird that you remember, like, did they ever watch like Nick at Night and stuff? I don't know if they ever watched that, but like old TV shows like MASH.
Oh, yep.
And then you're just like, "What the heck is this? Why did you watch this? The quality is so awful." Like, do you think the next generation is going to know what, like, NBC is? Like, what the heck's NBC?
Yeah, that's what's really funny is I feel like all of those brands, because of Netflix and Hulu and stuff, they're all just going to die out. Like, no one's going to watch NBC or ABC. Yeah, my, like, kids or grandkids are going to be like, NBC, what is that? ABC, CDW, CW?
You actually had to just flip through channels and hope there was something you wanted to watch? You couldn't pick what you wanted to watch? It's like, nah.
And then the DVR came around, and then it's like, oh, now I can like record a show I want to watch, and then you can like fast forward the commercials. That was a big deal. And then, do you ever get this too? Like when you go to hotels, so like occasionally we'll go down to Portland and we'll stay in a hotel, and every time we're there, we watch cable because I mean, how else can you watch cable? And you realize how many commercials, and have you seen commercials nowadays? They're like pretty much just targeting elderly people.
Dude, commercials are so bad. I can't even like sit through cable. And every time I do go to like a hotel or something, it's always 2.5 Men is on.
Dude, yes. 2.5 Men and Friends. It's like, okay.
It's like that's all they play anymore. It's like it's not like TV anymore where you can just flip through channels. You got two options. Friends or 2.5 Men. It's like, all right, well, everything else is like UFC pay-per-view or something, but I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying for two grown men to bully each other. I mean, you spend your childhood teaching kids not to pick on each other, then they make a career out of it.
I know, exactly.
Come on now.
It's just silly. Yeah, but no, exactly. Silly. And yeah, there was I'll tell a funny story real quick. I won't mention who the person is, but we were speaking of pay-per-view. So we were at this like it was like a, what was it for? I think it was like an engagement party a little while back, and it was at our friends, like they had an apartment, so there's like a little loft space they rented. And anyways, there was like a little area with like a kitchen and a TV. So I was sitting in the TV area because I didn't really know a lot of people there. It's kind of like I knew the people, but I didn't know their friends. So I was hanging out in the TV area with this person who I'm not going to name to not embarrass them. And it was funny because we were just kind of hanging out and talking, and Andrew was there too. And this person was like flipping through the channels and accidentally clicked on like, I think it was like a pay-per-view like porn thing. Luckily it didn't show up, but I was thinking of how much of like a really scary power move that is to just show up to a party and then immediately put on porn.
This is what we're watching.
Yeah.
It's
All
gonna
right,
be
buckle up.
fun. Get me that French onion dip.
Yeah. But I thought you'd get a kick out of that. Luckily, I was just laughing hysterically because they couldn't, like, it didn't, you had to like punch in a code or something, but accidentally clicked on it and was like, oh no, whoops. And just, it would have been so funny. Yeah, but it was great. And we ended up just watching the movie Dodgeball.
Yep. I mean, still balls in that movie, but it's not the same kind. So good choice.
Yeah, it's
choice.
different. Yep, exactly. So, but that was definitely a cable moment because it was cable. So that's kind of all coming back all the way around is that's cable. That's what you choose from. It's 2.5 Men, Friends, pay-per-view UFC, pay-per-view porn, or like those like Ghost Hunters, Sasquatch Hunter TV shows.
Those are always classic. I think it was the one with the guy who was like a Jersey Shore type guy. He's like, bro, I think there's a ghost in here, dude.
Oh,
and he had like
the Ghost
spiky
Adventures.
hair.
The Ghost Adventures, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just called Ghost Adventures.
And he was just like jacked and he had like tribal tattoos.
Yeah, I remember. I'm pretty sure his name was like Zach with like a CK or something.
With an X in front
with
or something.
Zax. And Zax. And he says it like a snake. Because I like snakes. There's a snake tattoo.
There's a ghost snake over there.
Ghost snake.
Ghost snake slithering.
But I remember that, yeah, that guy was like hilariously buff and he had his hair spiked up. And I remember they did an episode in Oregon, actually. It was like they did a tour of what's
France.
that? Oh, what's that like crappy amusement park in Salem? It's like Enchanted Forest.
No. Oh yeah, there's Enchanted Forest and then there's the Oakwood.
Oh, Oaks Park.
Oaks Park, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't Oaks Park, but that would be funny too. But it was Enchanted Forest. I didn't get to see the episode. I just remember seeing an advertisement, and the big buff guy was like, "I'm so stoked for this. I used to come here as a kid. This is gonna be sick." And he was like, "Okay, all right, there." Zach with an X.
Enchanted Forest, more like the haunted forest.
Yeah,
that place did scare me. The haunted house in that place. Side note, but whatever.
I'd never been there. The closest thing I've been to, surprisingly, yeah, as a native Oregonian, and maybe I went when I was a kid, but I went to Oaks Amusement Park a bunch. You know, it was in it's a little bit closer. But the closest thing I went to hokiness of that, it was Andrew and I were down in the Redwoods, like Northern California, and we just stumbled upon this place called Trees of Mystery. And it was like a roadside, like, and we were like, this looks so dumb, we have to go. And same thing, like really hokey statues and like all it really was were like different types of redwood trees that were like spooky. It's like, this one looks like an elephant and it just looked like a messed up like redwoods tree. And and we're like, wow, we spent like $40 collectively on this. And what did we do too? There was like this thing, it was like the gondola ride over the trees, and we got in. Yeah. It's like a gondola, but it was really scary because the thing looked like it hadn't been serviced since like 1982. And we're like, oh, we're going to die in this. But we didn't, but it was very creaky and scary.
You should probably get tested for gondola sitting in that old creepy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine showing up? Hey, doc, I need the gondola test.
I think I got gondola.
I got the gondola. Oh,
I think I got it at the Enchanted Forest. The sun was going down and things just got crazy.
I heard a bunch of like wolves howling and pigs squealing, and
so I had to join in the fun. I think this is a After Dark episode for sure.
This one's really spooky. I just like all the talk of like
it's because it's coming out on well, you know, if I'm too lazy to edit this up tomorrow, it's probably coming out October, so maybe it's fitting. Halloween.
It is. Now. You can make
October 1st. October.
You should send it out on October 1st because this is the spooky, scary episode.
Spooky, scary gondola.
Oh, John got the gondola at the
I got the gondola, and it was because I was, you know, slaying the dragons on Skyrim.
Oh.
It just. Put it on the notes. Put it on the notes. Here's a theme song. Put it on the notes. If you took these words and replaced it with words about ravioli, you could sell some Chef Boyardee.
Yeah. So, anyways, I just had to add the podcast notes, but yeah. Well, I was gonna ask before we got like a few more minutes on this one. They got to do the next one. But do we have any like butter dome stuff or like a butter stick?
We actually have a spray butter in a can. So it's from Crumb. Hi, JJ Fresh. I'm going to read it like that. Official congrats to baby Charlotte for making her way downtown. Crawling fast, faces past, and she's homebound.
Also, baby just woke up, so I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll finish the sentence after that. In the meantime. Hi, and welcome to Spin Class. Today, we're going to be burning all those calories. So hop on that bike, make sure your shoes are tied, because you don't want them laces going inside them spokes or whatever we ride on them, okay? All right, we're going to start off nice and slow, a little huffy puffy now. Okay, pedal a little faster than that. Okay. Hey, watch out for the paper boy. You don't want to hit him. Let's veer to the left, dodge that paper boy. Okay. Cool. Keep pedaling now. We're going downhill now. Oh, there's a cop behind us. His lights are going on. He's trying to pull you over because he thinks you're dealing drugs because you're in a bad neighborhood and on a bike. And you have one sock up that's over your sweatpants, so you kind of didn't fashion yourself correctly, and now he thinks you're a gangbanger. But what are you going to do? You have two options, and one of them ain't stopping, so go and fix your pant leg right now. Let's simulate a pant leg fixing. Go, get it now. Okay, there we go. Ooh, the cop turned away. Good job, class. Okay. All right, we're going up a hill now. Go huffing, puffing. Oh my goodness, class. We lost 3 students in the back. That's okay. They weren't going to pass this course anyways. Please pay $55 and see yourself out. Showers are only for people who passed the class. Okay, guys, you did it. Let's just take a quick lunch break right now. We're going to munch on some cheeseburgers. We got cheeseburgers sponsored by McDonald's. Here we go. You can have your quarter pounder. You can have your Big Mac. You can have a fish fillet if you're feeling risque. Are any gamblers in here? You look like a gambler, sir. I see that gold Timex. Why don't you come on up and have a fish fillet? It's on me, okay? There you go. He's had the fish fillet. Everyone else, you can have a normal hamburger, a normal cheeseburger. Fries are a little old, though, because they ran out of fries. So they gave us, leftover fries from the day before that were still cold that they hadn't thrown out yet. So just put a little ketchup on that. It's going to be okay. So we're going to have a little lunch break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, and we're going to do the roller skating Peloton. 10 minutes later. Okay, everybody. I got your rollerblade simulation set up. Okay, put your VR goggles on. Put your VR roller skates on. All right. We're going to start rolling, baby. Pretend like you're at the disco. Okay, there we go. We're rolling. Pretend like Fred Durst is leading this party, you know what I'm saying? Rolling. Yeah, we're having a good time here. All right, the Peloton Rollerblade Tour starts now. We are going. We're going to take a left here. Everyone take a left. Okay. Oh, we're passing the mailbox. Are you going to smash it? Or are you going to steal some mail? Make it quick, because you can't really stop on rollerblades. That was a really short Peloton sequence. We're going to take another break. We have grilled cheese sandwiches for lunch number 2. They're going to be in the back. Go grab some bread, grab some cheese, put it together. It's not grilled yet per se. So I guess they're uncooked grilled cheese sandwiches. So I hope you enjoy those. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the Skateboard Peloton sequence. 10 minutes later. All right, guys. Get on that skateboard and pretend like we're going down Ocean Avenue. Pretend like you feel the seagulls and, oh man, there's a baby on a skateboard. What are we gonna do with that baby on a skateboard? That baby's skateboarding better than half of your class over here now. Okay, we're gonna just keep skating. Just picture the sound of the happy baby fueling your feet as you push on that asphalt. You're pushing like a mommy giving birth to a baby. You push that skateboard. You burn them calories. Unlike the grilled cheese that wasn't burnt at all because I forgot to grill them for second lunch because I didn't think I was doing a second lunch because Jimmy, he called in sick and he was supposed to take over the skateboarding and rollerblading Peloton. I brought the McDonald's like I was supposed to, but he did not bring what he was supposed to. I can't cover for 2 people on such short notice. But here we're going to keep going. Push like the mama giving birth to a baby. You hear that, baby? I want that to motivate you to lose that weight. Keep moving now. Don't do kick flips. This ain't a Tony Hawk competition. Stop showing off. You're just here to make a better version of you. Yeah. Oh, Josh is back.
It's funny. I had to try to get her in the carrier because she's still not happy. But it was funny. I took my headphones out to pick her up and everything, and it switched from my headphone audio to my phone, and it was just like blaring off my phone the audio of you. I think I heard some music, and you're like, "All right, come on, push."
I was like, I start humming some, like elevator type music, and then I decided to actually get some royalty free elevator music.
Yes.
And then I got the vibe of like, this sounds like something they'd play in like a Peloton class. So then I started with like a bike, and then I went to rollerblades, and then I went to skateboard. I was running out of Peloton classes because the songs kept ending. So. Whoa there, child! Sweet child of mine, Guns and Roses over there.
She is very awake. She might need to eat, so I might have to actually go for a little bit. And maybe
we can just do a half practice today, and we can try and double up tomorrow next week.
Yeah, and I mean, we could double if that works. We could double up, or we could do one earlier in the week too.
Yeah, if you want, I could probably do something Sunday or something.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm going down to.
Oh,
I was gonna say I'm going down to Portland this weekend for my birthday.
Birthday.
Well, my birthday was on Tuesday, but we're gonna go down there and visit my folks, and then we'll
finish the crumb email next week.
Yeah, I got halfway it's through a cliffhanger.
I don't think we've ever gone halfway through an email before.
It's a first. It's all new with babies.
Oh yeah, baby bottle,
baby bottle. Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.